Welcome to the Impactful Engineer Project. I'm Steve Maxey, and with my co-host and brother Jake, we are here to bring you guidance, fresh ideas, and the tools to help you become an impactful engineer. Welcome to the Impactful Engineer. Our mission is to help you grow your engineering career and inspire you to pursue your full potential as not only an engineering professional, but as a member of your greater community. I'm Steve Maxey, and I'm a mechanical engineering manager in new product development for Klein Tools. And today, we are going to have a short one-on-one conversation on a topic that is critical to your success as an engineer. Mike Tyson famously said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." And while he said this in response to a question about his opponent's fight plan, today, I'm going to quickly dive into how this applies to your own engineering career. As engineers, we typically go hard into details and analysis before taking action. This stems from us learning to be risk-averse in school. Obviously, this is essential when safety is the highest concern in certain applications, but unfortunately, it unconsciously spreads into almost everything we do. I'm going to give you 2 examples of where this mode of thinking will get you into trouble as an engineer, and why it's important that you have the ability to be flexible in your responses and open in your decision-making. Because my experience is in product development, I will be talking from this perspective, but this will apply to all professions of engineering. Because my experience is in product development, I will be talking from this perspective, but this will apply to all professions of engineering. Let's say you've been working on a new product design for the past 3 months. You are immensely proud of what you've created, and you've thought of all the details to make it the best possible version of what it is, from your perspective. Now, it goes to a select customer panel for review as an upcoming new product. They have a different perspective, so much so that the management team is asking you to redo the design entirely. I want you to take a minute to think about how you would respond. Would you push back and stand your ground, explaining why your design is what the customer should want? Or would you say, "Dang, I didn't think about that perspective. I can see why they want it changed"? Which response do you think would be career limiting? Taking this a step further, how would you respond to an interview question based around this scenario? Because it's likely you will hear it at some point in your career. Throughout your career, you will put in countless hours into your work just to have the carpet ripped out from under you. You'll have to adjust it a little, add or subtract to it substantially, or even redo the work completely. You must be able to take this in stride emotionally, putting stock in your ability to be a great engineer, not tying your worth into the product or design itself. From a technical standpoint, many of you know what a DFMEA or risk analysis is. You should be operating within this sort of mindset, understanding the potential failures of the project, even if it's subjective, and putting things in place to be able to pivot if needed ahead of time, so you can quickly adjust and move forward. Think ahead and prepare for potential changes. In doing so, you may even find a better path before you get too far along. Now, let's talk about promotions. Let's say you've been with your team for the past few years. You enjoy working with your peers, and you are intimately familiar with the products your team is responsible for. Now, there's a new spot available on your team that would be a significant promotion. And for you and another peer, say his name is Jake, both interview for the position. You and Jake both think you nailed this interview, so you have no idea who is going to get it. Then you sit down with leadership, and they say, "Congratulations, you and Jake both were excellent candidates, so you are both being promoted. However, we want you to move to a different team in the same role. Jake was selected to stay with the current team." How you respond to this scenario will massively affect your career trajectory, so take a minute to think about how to react. Would you be excited about the promotion and immediately accept it? Would you be taken aback and say you need to think about it? Would you respond with an ultimatum that you only want the promotion if it's with your current team? I want you to consider that leadership must have seen a larger vision that matches your skills and compatibility best on another team. This could even mean that this other group needs your skill sets even more than your current team. Just because Jake stays does not mean that he is the better candidate. You could be, and that's why they want you to move. The worst thing you can do for your career is to have an emotional reaction on the negative side. If you feel anything negative, it's best to listen and ask for some time to consider. Just know if you decide to decline, you may not get the opportunity again. So ask yourself, can I show that I will do whatever I can to win in any team and use this opportunity to learn and grow as a highly effective engineering professional? It may not have been what you planned for, but you can pivot and make the most of the opportunity in front of you. To bring it all together, highly successful engineers understand that while operating to a robust plan will set you on an acceptable course for your project or career, the ability to anticipate and pivot around all obstacles is where you will find your true success. If you learned something today or think someone else needs to hear this point of view, please share this episode. It's the best way we can grow the podcast and continue to create value and impact for the engineering community. And if you want a perspective on a specific topic, you can reach out to us on LinkedIn under our names. That's Steve Maxey or Jake Maxey, or simply email us at questions@impactfulengineer.com.